Welcome to another Mario Party 7 minigame review!
Last time, we reviewed Cartwheeled, and despite being the only minigame throughout Mario Party 6 and 7, starting with a K, it was kind of alright on its own. Yeah, it's the crazy to think that this is the first minigame that starts with a K we've done. Today, and quite forever, we are reviewing a 1 vs 3 minigame, this one being called La Bomba. Well, so let's get to this minigame, shall we?
So here's how you play this minigame. You and the team of 3 are at an arena. Well, the single player is on top of conveyor belts that have, well, cargo ships with 1, 2, or 4 bob-ombs in them. The team of 3 is at a spike field where the bob-ombs are being dropped down at. The team of 3's job is to just avoid the bombs for the 30 seconds. If they can do so, they win. If the single player could take them out, they win. Yeah, exactly. But unfortunately, this minigame suffers from a common, very common problem with 1 vs 3 minigames, where it's skewed in one side. Unlike many others, this one is skewed in the 3. Wow, very creative. It's not like we've already seen that before, right? Well, this one doesn't feel like it's impossible for the 3, but yeah, it's just very uncommon. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I have never won this minigame as the single player, and even the computer players struggle. Because, well, the bob-ombs, they just turn red before they explode. Like they do in the actual Mario games, when you stomp on them. But, it just kind of ruins the minigame in this case scenario. Which is pretty unfortunate if you think about it, because this minigame had such the potential. However, on the same time, it's pretty hard to execute it right in the first place on either side, because if the bob-ombs they don't stop moving and just try to follow a single player while turning red, it just becomes way too easy for the single player to win. It's just so hard to make a balance. This isn't really the worst thing in the world, but I just can't find a single way to balance it. I'd want to take some recommendations from you guys, if you guys know what I mean. If you guys have any recommendations to make this minigame better, then great.
Well, Bomba pretty much unsurprises me here, because it falls in the same catalog as multiple other 1 vs 3 minigames, where it's just skewed in one side's favor. Despite having the same name as a pretty funny meme, the minigame itself is just bad. Because, well, it's so skewed for the team of 3, because it's so easy for them to just avoid the bombs. Especially since the bob-ombs actually stay in place while they're exploding when they're red. They do that in, like, when you stomp on them in the actual Mario games, but I kind of think that ruins this one a bit. But it's really hard to give this one a balance anyways, since it makes it either too easy for the 3 or too easy for the 1. It just doesn't know how to make a proper balance. Although I do like the concept of it, but it's just really hard to execute properly. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's just bad enough to get a 2-star. Just very disappointing and not worthy of meme status. And that's it for today. Well, up next we're going to be reviewing Lightspeed. See you guys then.